But of course, we want to just apologize to Doctor for, trying
for dancing in front of him, because we're reminding him of when he was then a boy.
I know.
Because this is a boy before.
True.
And
we're truly grateful that you could come. Thank you very, very much.
You know, the church is Noah's Ark.
The church
is Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
You have the good, the bad, and ugly in church.
Ah.
Now, a lot of people wonder why I come to programs like this.
Okay.
I come to programs like this because everybody here is a child of God.
Okay.
And somebody must come, accept them. You have to accept people first before you can speak into their life.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't accept people, you can never speak into their life.
Doctor,
yes.
I called one of the musicians, and the musician said, "Hey, Dr. Lawrence Tetteh is going to come." I said, "Yes." I said, I met this man at the airport, and it was immediately when I finished pulling my team.
I know who you're talking about.
He said that, I said, "No, we not Jimmy home."
That's where the perfume is about to.
He says, well, he wanted to shake it from this side. You know, the weed should be far.
I know who you're talking about. He breathed the thing into me, and I said, we but you see, I had a chance to speak to him on the plane from Accra to London.
Wow.
And at that time, somebody has prophesied he was going to die.
Yes.
And I said he would not.
Yes, he told you about that. So that's the one we're talking about. Embrace you no matter where you are. Oh, I think we should give him a big round
of applause for Dr. Lawrence Tetteh.
The clap is fine. But the truth is that God does not judge us because of people's opinion about us.
That's true.
Right.
You said this in your interview. Yeah.
It's always very important for us to know the reason why we do what we do. I'm an evangelist by calling. So I can only come here to minister to you and minister to you. This is the first time I've heard of Chami. The first time in my life.
The rap, how many years now? 21 years? 23.
Yes.
23 years of singing.
That's how bad it is. Who will be playing your song in my car? Who will play your song in my house? And who will play your song in my church? So I don't.
Right.
My whole life, I met Ebony only 45 minutes in my life, physically. The day I met Ebony was the day I led her to the Lord. I met Ebony on Tuesday, and she died on Thursday. And yet still, I'm attributed as the father of Ebony because it was my last pictures, the pictures she had with me that she put on. So I met her on a Tuesday. She cried, accepted the Lord, and she died on Thursday. And yet, so when the news stations and even BBC Africa, I think, or so were calling, it was me they called because it was my picture they knew, and I was very prominent in their eyes, so they could get my number. So sometimes we come to these programs so we can get to speak. Every one of you here, you need a miracle, you need God, you need a contact with God. So we have to come, and everybody need an encounter. And so we come to programs like this so that we will know that, look, and for all you know, there are people seated here today who are preachers in the making.
True.
There are people seated here today who are going to be channeling it into the things of God. And that is why we sacrifice. Today is Father's Day.
Yes.
And as a father, I see all of you as my sons and daughters.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us.
So we can speak into your life.
I think it's apt that we have you here. And for me, it's about healing the land as well. Because there's a lot happening in terms of families where fathers are either not present or they are absent even while they are at home. And so for me, we're going to get into that discussion with you. And you share a bit of...
And you are well spoken. You and Councillor Lutrot, you speak well.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, Ochiami Kwame, where have you been?
Yeah. I've been here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been here.
It's me, not him.
Not him.
It is me. You see, and most people don't understand this thing.
Right.
We all live in a world.
It's true.
So until I come into your world, I will not know what happens.
So you've not been into a Chami's world before?
I will not go to a disco. I will not go to a club. I will not go to a pop music thing. So the environment in which Ochame will be, I will not be.
True.
I mean, the last time Counselor Lutrot about 2 years ago got me into trouble. He invited me into a seminar, and the seminar was talking about sex. I said, God, I'm in trouble.
I know.
I presented the godly aspect of sex with scriptures and things. True. The following day, the headlines were not very charitable to me.
They are not always. I mean, people need to read the tabloids.
So the very sensational headline.
Right. No, but he didn't answer a particular question at his age the right way. That was the whole problem. What is blowjob? And he didn't know it at his age.
I didn't know it.
Whoa.
And
at his age. I was not and a whole evangelist who's doctorate.
Okay.
And has done a lot with Atopa doesn't know blowjob.
I see.
And he had to do a press conference the next morning to clear his head. And he says, I led him to trouble. But it was so disgraceful.
And I made it very clear that for me, certain acts of sex, that is perversion, is not biblical.
Okay. So you don't know.
So I don't know.
Until today, you don't know blowjob.
I don't have to.
Until today, Dr. Lucy doesn't know.
I don't have to know.
I see where Counselor is going.
No, he doesn't know.
And I warned him. Yeah. I warned Counselor. Yesterday when he was in the house with me, that I should come, that we are not going there
again. No, he doesn't know.
I assume we are still not going. We are talking about Father's Day.
We are never going there. That's true. And so let's come
this year, today is exactly 100 years ago.
Wow. Hooray for fathers.
Now people don't know the history behind Father's Day. The history behind Father's Day is simple. For this young lady by the name Schroeder Smart Dodd, D-O-D-D.
Yeah.
She lived in a place in Washington called Spawning. She lost her mother when she was born.
Right.
So she never had a mother.
Yeah.
The only person she knew was her father, who was called William Jackson Smart, who was an ex-service man. So anytime people celebrated their Mother's Day, she felt like, I have no mother. The only person I have was a single father who was taking care of me.
Right.
So in May 1909, she sat one day and spoke to her pastor in Washington, Spanning, that I want to celebrate my father. Right. He said, okay, next year, let's fix a date on your birthday and let us use that as a time to honor your father. Right. The birthday, coincidentally, was the 19th of June. The year 1910, 1910. Yep. And so this year, Friday, was exactly 100 years, the first time Father's Day was celebrated. Coincidentally, for me, it's a miracle.
That's it.
It coincides with the birthday of my two boys. David and Emmanuel Prince were all born on the 9th of June.
Wow.
Yes. So
they are not twins, though.
No, they are not. They are twins years apart.
Oh, I see.
2 years, but he was able to calculate it so well that they all appeared.
I said they are twins years apart.
I understand. So
for the purposes of the headline makers, we need to be very clear.
So they are twins years apart. Now, what that means is that they were all born on the 19th of June.
And that is the accuracy of a prophetic man who has the mantle to be able to deliver children on the same day, but has no idea about blowjob.
Well said. Well said.
Now let's move a bit to wrap, Doctor.
No, but before we even get there, you know, this whole issue about Father's Day is very biblical. Father's Day started with Isaac and his father Abraham and God. As Isaac looked up to his father at the bush, he said, Daddy, this is the lamp, this is the fire, this is the knife, this is the firewood, this is the knife, this is the matches, this is everything. Where is the lamp? His father looked up to God and said, God will provide. And there's this story I said about a young man. I said that one at Ebony's funeral, that there was this young boy who was standing by the roadside waiting for a car. The bus normally stops at the bus stop.
Right.
So an elderly man goes to the place and he said, "Oh yeah, dear, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm waiting for the bus." So don't be silly. If you are waiting for the bus, go to the bus stop. The boy said, "I'll not go to the bus stop. I'll be here. When the bus comes, it will stop for me." The man says, "Small boy, you don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing, and you are playing with it, and I hope you are not going to misinterpret this thing. These are supposed to be scriptures." So the boy waited. The boy waited there. And then the older man said, "Okay, if the bus comes and it passes you by, you know that you're a small boy, you don't know what I'm teaching you. I've taught you the right thing, and you've played with the thing. This is what those songs are supposed to mean. Unfortunately for the older man, as the bus got closer to where the boy was, it pulled to the wrong place, parked. The driver was smiling. The boy was smiling. The doors to the bus had opened. As the boy was leaping into the bus, he noticed the older man, who said he doesn't know what he's talking about, has opened his mouth in awe. He was wondering. And then the boy told himself, thank you very much. I didn't take your advice because I know the bus will stop here for me because the driver is my father.
Wow.
Now, this is very scriptural. When the driver is your father, regardless of where you are, he picks you. If your father sees you at the club, he'll come and pick you from there. If father sees you in the gutter, he'll come and pick you there. So that is why we have to look up to God, who is the author and the finisher of our faith. This was why I came here today as a father, to tell you that in spite of all you know, let the driver be your father. When your driver is your father, he'll break protocol for you.
What more can you get? Only here on the table of boys now, man. Dr. Lawrence Tetteh is our father of the year. For those of you who do not know, he's our father of the year, and we're just celebrating you. Thank you very much for making it. Let's quickly, so that you could hear from Ochami Kwame, since he's been away from, I don't know, but I know you've been focusing on a lot of things about Ghana. You've been doing a lot of work for us. Walk us through in about some few seconds.
Things I've been doing for Ghana.
Yes.
Okay, so currently we are working on the Ghana radio learning program, which was launched last Monday with USAID and the Ministry of Education and GAS. And what we are doing is we're putting together, for people like us, our children go to school at East Legon. So during the COVID vacations, they get to do Zoom classes. What about people who can't afford? So there's a radio program that's going to come on the radio between 10:30 to 1, and then also in the evening. So children who cannot afford Zoom classes and data and go to YouTube to learn can also sit with their parents at home and then listen to these radio schools. And you should hear the way the subjects are taught in the area of social sciences, English, history, and other subjects. And you should hear it's taught like the announcer story styles. Even mathematics is taught as though you are listening to stories. So basically, that's one of the things that I've been working on. I've been working on the Made in Ghana campaign as well. And then, thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Working on the Made in Ghana campaign as well. But for the whole year, especially during these times where we are all locked down, I've been working on loving my wife and getting to know my children better.
Yes,
that's what I've been concentrating on.
I mean, talking of children, I don't know, but I've had some experiences with my boy, and I don't know, some of them I don't even want to say here. But it's interesting, the fact that COVID-19 brought something. Families are bonded better now.
No,
yes.
it's
an opportunity.
That there's no good saying that COVID-19 had its own lessons and experiences.
Oh, yes.
Of course, we realized that science was becoming very profane. Science was becoming very blasphemous. They forgot about the God factor. And this issue had to come. This pandemic had to come for even world leaders to know that the God factor is very important. Regardless of who you are, Obia and you Obia, it's just by the grace of God we are all alive. And the God factor now is what we come to. Now everybody is coming back to the board. Whether you are in pharmaceutical or you are in medics or you are a scientist, you realize that it has to take the finger of God for us to come to that place. The fear that COVID-19 is brought to everybody, only God can eradicate.
Wow.
And also it's making parents responsible.
Okay. Well, before, Reverend Lawrence is going to be leaving us pretty soon. So probably before we do him the honors of leaving us, some messages coming through, we could just walk through and then that's...
What we're doing, Ocham, you left your phone. Yes, what we're doing here, the boys' table to men is that we'll read messages from our phone. So anybody who sees you on TV can send you a message. We don't say mention the name, but if you want to mention the name too, you should be honest enough, whoever is there. Because your wife should be watching. You say you are now working on yourself to love your wife the more. You are very wicked. No, you've loved this woman too many, and you are still doing more to love your wife the more.
Usually when the sun comes up in Europe, I'm always gone. So I'll be gone for May, June, July. Now, so this is one of the few times where I'm here, and the children are with. And I realized that this woman cleans the house like 8 times a day. She cleans, and then stop, eat, learn. So
put it down.
exactly, you know. So I'm just at home in my study, recording my music, writing my scripts, and then I realized that so when I'm gone, this is how much work this woman does. You know, so it gave me a total new dimension of respect. You know, because it's not easy. I didn't know that when we send our children to school, they must be told like sit like a million times, and we go and dump our children in schools and we forget about what the teachers are doing. So it's COVID-19 is a learning experience. It's a learning curve.
That's a very good one. And I remember that. Let me say Happy Father's Day to His Excellency ex-President John Ejikun Kufuor. I remember that when I went to interview him on Father's Day, what he told me was that we should not forget one of the important people in society, teachers.
Yes. True.
He said this thing to me, that's about 3 years ago when I met him, because he says that what they go through when we leave our children to them, we don't know. So a child will come here and say that the nail right on the head. But unfortunately, one mistake a teacher does, the whole Ghana will go after this teacher, not remembering whatever they have gone through.
It's all clean.
The children, what they want to hear is do. If you say stop, you are destroying the game, because that particular monkey stage at 3 and the terrible 2, those 2 stages,
yes,
your walls are their blackboard,
right,
and they are happy to write their name on the wall.
Okay,
you know that's the TV must change the position for their sake. They spoil the remote for your sake. So COVID-19, like you said, have positive things, and this message is saying Happy Father's Day, Dr. Lawrence Tetteh from Eugenia. And this one says the Happy Father's Day and God bless all of you. Amu Afrik, Dr. Lawrence Tetteh. This one too coming from Christy says good message from Dr. Lawrence Tetteh. You can join us live on Councillor Lutuot's like page, and then you can send your messages there. You can also send me a direct WhatsApp, and then I'll take it from there.
All right, this one is coming from one of our people here at TV Africa. Mr. Luma, please kindly wish my daddy for me. His name is Mr. Nicholas Kofi Ejiri, and so that's coming from your son. And also watching you live from home. Happy Father's Day from your wife and son. We love you. We love you bunch. Okay. All right. So that boy is watching it. All right. So
but who sent that message?
That's from my wife.
So tell us, what is that? What is that?
It's not my girlfriend. No. It's
no. But who says your girlfriend?
No. So what?
No. You see, don't take me there. I didn't say your girlfriend sent a message.
So that's coming from my wife. This one is Happy Father's Day to you. That's to me. Someone is saying, I did watch your dance moves live. Okay, alas, from home. The very final one before we go. He said, man, I did enjoy the show. Now I have joined the table of men. That's true. Congratulations. I wish yourself, Jancy and McGavie, Anthony, Elvis, and all the fathers of Banque RC Complex a happy Father's Day. Tell Lutrot that those women who refuse to heed to the advice of the men who got them pregnant to abort the pregnancy always give birth to nation builders. I think that's a good one.
That's debatable, though.
Is it?
It's debatable. Don't mind them. This is what they do to encourage us young girls to get unwanted pregnancy. But
I see.
You know, so Happy Father's Day to you all in the studio.
Right.
And this is coming from Mensa. And okay, so we are here to do justice to Dr. Will lead the table of boys to men.
Right.
Obadia is in the building.
Is in the building.
Joyce Blessing is in the building.
Is in the building. Ochami Kwame is still here.
Is still sitting in the building, trying to love your wife. So we have a good presentation for our father of the year. He's here with us. He's been a father, and we are lucky today. We started chasing this man 3 years ago. Every year. It's in UK. COVID-19, thank you. He's been locked down on our behalf. So we have a citation for Dr. Lawrence Tetteh.
Right, and also a beautiful artwork from Atos Gallery, located at house number DS9519, First Shop, Dansoman. And so the citation, while Councillor presented, let me read.
I think that because he has not met Ochami Kwame before, I want to grant him the opportunity to present this citation on our behalf.
All right.
Okay, Ochami.
So this is how it reads. On the celebration of the 100th anniversary of Father's Day worldwide, a citation by Reverend Councillor George Lutrot. The highest reward for man's toil is not what he gets for it, but what he becomes by it. And thus, according to John Ruskin. On this 100th year of the celebration of Father's Day, with you as the founder and president of the Worldwide Miracle Outreach and Lawrence Tetteh Ministries, Dr. Lawrence Tetteh. I, Reverend Counselor George Lutrot, with my team, want to wish you a happy Father's Day as a biological father and a spiritual father for our nation in appreciation of your good works for God and humankind. God bless you. Dr. Lawrence Tetteh is our Father of the Year.
Wow.
And we say congratulations. Thank you very much
Yes.
for being part of our lives as a nation. And we're truly, truly grateful to you. God bless you.
Wow.
God
Now,
bless you.
how did you guys get this picture?
I know.
I'm your son, and for that matter.
Right. And this
The
is
same
also
way, yes.
from Ato's gallery to
Yeah.
you.
Wow.
Because you love Ghana.
I do.
And you've put us on the map. You've been to almost all nations. That's from Ato's gallery.
When you give a man a shoe,
Right.
you increase his speed. For that matter. And Flight Lieutenant General Rollins told me that when you see the length of a man's shoe, it means something.
Hey.
I'll tell you when we close. Sorry. So this is from Mr. Young, and this is a wonderful shoe.
Wow.
From Dr. Lawrence
What
Tetteh.
size is it?
44 your feet.
That is my feet.
I know. We've done the
Okay.
research.
I'm going to put it on.
Wow! 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 This is an honor, eh?
Right.
That's my feet.
Whoa.
Where's the other one?
That's amazing.
So that's a serious food from Mr. Young. Otherwise, building. He says for you, and thank you so much, Mr. Young. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Wow! 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 Charlie.
All right.
Our Father for the year
This
Oh, that's nice.
is a better fit. Eh? It matches with
It
the.
does.
I think it does match.
yes.
I will.
Thank you so
Not.
much.
And then we
And
have
then the last one
Right.
is that we have from Beautiful Beneath, where the best underwear is. They say we should present to you this gift vouchers, so that you walk in there and then do a shopping for yourself at the
Thank you
Father
very
of
much.
the year.
There's a last one that's a bit late. We'll
Yes.
deliver it to you. That's coming from Caveman Watch.
Ghanaian
So it's the only Ghanaian watchmaker here.
Anything made in Ghana is the best.
That's right.
I
And
think
so-
we should. And Ochame, those of you who have the voice, Councillor Lutrot, my brother Kokulumo, those of you who have the voice, let us promote Ghana. Let's be able ambassadors for Ghana.
Right.
And the way we will promote Ghana is the way Ghana will be.
Right.
So let's promote Ghana.
And so once again, we celebrate Dr. Lawrence Tetteh,
Tetteh,
our Father of the
the
Year,
year.
and we're so much in love with the works you've done. God bless you.
And want
God
to take
bless
his
you.
message for Ghana. Very, very important. Doctor, what is your message for the whole Ghana?
My message is that let us all be responsible. Let us come together as a people and as a nation in a massive united front. Let's seek Ghana's interests first. Let's all remember, even in this election year, that we have nowhere to go. Even today, with this pandemic called COVID-19, we can't travel outside. So let us make sure during this election, let's vote for values and on values.
True.
And let's make sure that God's will is done. Kings and priests and leaders are only enthroned by God, only God. So let's come together as a people, as a nation, and let's put Ghana first. I bless all our political leaders. Thank you. In fact, I can't start naming anybody now, but every man, every woman in politics, both incumbent and in opposition, we bless you all, especially His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I bless you. I wish you a happy Father's Day. Ex-President John Dramani Mahama, I wish you a happy Father's Day. Ex-President John Ajekum Kufuor, I wish you a happy Father's Day. And ex-President Papa J, I wish you a happy Father's Day.
All right.
We bless all of you for the great things you've done for man Ghana.
Thank you.
And we want you to know that the Lord will keep you and strengthen you, and His will be made manifest in your life. Happy Father's Day to all father figures, all men. Let us be responsible, and let this 100th anniversary of Happy Father's Day be something that will turn us round, like Ochame rightly said, to be responsible fathers that will seek the welfare of the family, and that will give us a better future. God bless you.
God bless you. And, I mean, as you clap your hand, the same way during the week we'll go and present to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, our trophy and a citation to, alongside with Dr. Ochami Kwame made in Ghana will have to follow us. We are going with the So thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll take a music break by Ochami Kwame while Dr. Lawrence Tetteh will take leave of us. He has an important assignment as well, just as this. So thank you. Let's do some music and we'll be right back.